I mean, that's a cultural question, isn't it? I think to answer that, I mean, I was born here and grew up here, so I guess I'm a native Silicon Valley person. My father was an electrical engineer, and he's now retired. So I think I was exposed to that sort of cultural side of things, and that's probably important to look at, though, because we all come from very different cultures, and we view risk differently, we view investment differently. And I would say that my perspective and my opinion is that Silicon Valley does nurture a higher risk environment. So that obviously means that failure is part of the equation. Mm-hmm. And I would say that a failure, particularly if you're on the entrepreneur side in the Silicon Valley, doesn't preclude future success. People look at it as a learning experience oftentimes. Mm-hmm. That said, if you fail repeatedly, it's probably an indicator or a trend. So, but I think the Silicon Valley has that mentality, and I think that has various origins. One of the origins is probably in the academic environment here. You have Stanford, and you have Berkeley, and they are very nurturing in the academic sense of the word, where ideas are given a place to grow. Second is the government involvement in the Silicon Valley. Historically, this has been a military and research area. Mm-hmm. So if you look at NASA's operations here, or some of the military operations here, they're big consumers of technology and big supporters of technology. So that's been another element. Third element is the number of foreigners, I think, here, and the people that have been attracted, that were born someplace else or have an origin someplace else, but that have been attracted to Silicon Valley for one reason or another. And that's part of that virtuous circle. You know, if you have Stanford that's produced, good engineers that start up a software company, and it's nurtured or supported by the government or the military, then you need talented engineers, so you hire out of a pool from Asia, for example, or elsewhere. Mm-hmm. And then that creates a virtuous circle that you see here in the Silicon Valley, and a certain culture. Yeah. That's I guess how I would answer that question. But in my personal experience, yes, I know people that have set up or been involved with multiple companies, of which not all of them have been successful. Mm-hmm. But they continue to receive the attention of local financiers, private equity or venture or other supporters, and they continue to have good ideas. So that's how I would answer.